Hey everybody, and welcome to the Lakelands football show. It's getting to the crunch time of the season here, but first, before we get started, there's been an epidemic going around this area and the internet, and it's the invention of the attachable man bun. Greenwood Christian coach Gary Gillian has been infatuated with these things, and Andrew has come up in almost every conversation I've had with him in the past week.
And what I really just want to point out to Coach Gillian is that you can't buy this on the internet. That it's just not the same thing. This takes years of work to get one of these. So I don't know what he's talking about, but talking about years of work, let's get into the football. The Greenwood Christian football team has been putting in some years of work to get to where they are now, right on the verge of winning a 8-man state football championship. The Hawks were led by they got 9 seniors, all of which have played pretty much since they were sophomores. And in those last 3 years, they've won 2 games as sophomores, 6 last year. Now they've got 11. They're about to win a state title, too. Do you think they can pull it off against Andrew Jackson?
I mean, when they played earlier in the season, Andrew Jackson came out with a win in that game, but it seemed like Greenwood Christian hadn't really settled into the offense that they have now. I think Bryson Boggs was still playing on defense, and he wasn't even running the ball yet. If he was, sorry about that, Greenwood Christian. Anyways, Greenwood Christian's been rolling. Andrew Jackson only has, 10, 11 guys on their team. I'm not saying that they will get injured in the game, but one injury could really throw off a game plan for a team like that. I don't expect this game to be as close or to be in Andrew Jackson's favor like it was the last time they met up. And I'm thinking Greenwood Christian is going to get them a state championship before they head to Skiza 11-man.
Yeah, the way the Hawks have been rolling lately, they've won 10 in a row, all pretty easily. They're just running through people. I can't imagine a team with 12 guys can hang with them. So I got the Hawks as well.
Now to transition to something we love talking about, Region 2 2A football. It's showing up again in the playoffs. Batesburg-Leesville is traveling to Abbeville. Huge game. Andrew's super excited to cover it. What are you thinking about that one, Andrew?
This is a really big rivalry. A lot of the guys at Abbeville like to, they view this more of a rivalry than they do with 96, just because, these two teams are always playing each other. Regular season and the playoffs, they play for some state titles. I think, they're two of the storied programs, in the area, in the whole state. Tonight should be a really good game. Abbeville dominated the regular season matchup, won 30-13. But Batesburg-Leesville dominated in the regular season last year, and then Abbeville beat them in the playoffs. So, regular season means nothing. These two teams, playing essentially 0-0. So I'm pumped. It's Terrence Wilson for Batesburg-Leesville is great. Abbeville's got a great running attack. Yeah. But Panthers of Abbeville, that is, they don't lose in Heights Stadium. They're not losing in Heights Stadium tonight.
And to stay in Division 2, Class 2A, especially in Region 2 2A, Saluta's going to be traveling to Chesterfield. I got to see Saluta play Keenan. Who knows? But Saluta hung tight with Keenan. Very athletic Keenan team, but very inconsistent. Saluta's Malik Brooks showing up again. Wonderful athlete. Love watching that guy play. Chesterfield's Region 4 2A. They lost to Buford. Abbeville beat Buford. What does that mean for Saluta? I have no clue, but I expect that the Tigers will win, and Malik Brooks is going to leave a crater at wherever Chesterfield is.
Yeah, with the way Saluta's been playing lately with their offense, they're very dynamic. I don't see Chesterfield being able to hang with them. And we got one more game, one more playoff game, one more team still alive. That's the Chiefs of McCormick. They welcome Ridge Spring Monetta tonight in the Class A Division II playoffs. This, like the Abbeville-Batesburg-Leesville game, is a rematch of the regular season. McCormick won the first game this year. Do they win the second?
I don't know. It's Ridge Spring Monetta. I can't imagine that they're gonna go down easily. And McCormick has been off for, it seems like, a month now, just given, playing Christchurch and not really giving the starters any burn there. Getting a forfeit from Great Falls to start the playoffs. I'm going to go Ridge Spring Monetta in this one. Either way, this season has been a great step forward for the McCormick Chiefs program. I'm not counting them out, but either way, this has been a successful season.
And that wraps up this edition of the Lakelands Football Show. As always, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check us out online, indexjournal.com, for full recaps of all the show or of all the games.
Or the shows. You can watch the shows again if you want.
Follow us on Twitter for live updates. IJ Andrew Mackey, IJ Ethan Joyce, and our sports editor, IJ Michael Christopher.
I got to drive to Sumter today. I'm not very happy about it, but please follow us on Twitter and always use the hashtag Lakelands Football.
See you next week.